Welcome back, my beautiful Shalligators. I'm so glad you're here. I love you. Do you know why I just told you that? Do you know why I came out guns a-blazing saying that I love you? Because we are not dating. I am not sleeping with any of you. I mean, the day's not over yet, who knows? Maybe we got a straight guy around here. We're gonna talk about saying I love you first, because Selena Gomez, who seems hell-bent on making all of us an unwilling participant in her relationship with Benny Blanco, this is like her new brand, is this fucking guy, this guy, and their love. She has been very vocal about her being the one to say I love you first. Oh, Selena, she's found the love that she deserves. Yay. We're going to break this down. I've got some scientific studies to cite for you about who says I love you first, who thinks about saying I love you first. And despite what the data is going to tell us, how this actually plays out in terms of behavior is like weirdly, wildly different. It's actually really interesting. We've got a lot of cool stats to back this up, not just me ranting, because I don't like Selena Gomez, because I think she is a chronic douche bag who called a girl, her best friend, who gave her a kidney and saved her life, referred to her as that girl. You know what? There's actually no going back. Once I hear that, once I see, like once the mask falls and I see, oh, that's who you are, I don't unsee it. And I think we know from my deductions about Ellen DeGeneres, Britney Spears, Meghan Markle, and so many people in between, I'm a pretty goddamn good judge of character, aren't I? Unless, of course, I'm dating you, and then I can't see anything. If I'm attracted to you, total bamboozlement. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna break it down. And if you are falling in love with your boyfriend, should you say it first? If you feel it first, I'm gonna take you through all of this, okay? But before we get started, we are in our final week to book a spot for my trip to Paris. Remember, we've got payment plans now, so it's more affordable and accessible than ever. If you think about it, are you gonna buy that special Provence honey here in America and pay the tariffs? No, it's cheaper. It is to fly there and come on my trip and buy the honey without tariffs. It's girl math. It is. You can't, you know what? Moving on, come to Paris. But look, if you can't come to Paris and you still need some girl vibes, you want to chat with me more, you want to just like soak up some positive female energy, come to the Shallontrage. It's my amazing little corner of the internet. It's our bonus content platform. You get 5 videos a week, access to all my best courses, Evil Week, the hookup tutorials. So if you have trouble like finding your tribe, I have it. Like I have made the tribe. Just come and join. Come and join. It's great. It's just the best little girl gang in the world. Okay, let's talk Selena and Benny, because they won't shut the fuck up. And so therefore, you caught my attention. Brother, I call Selena Gomez the whisper goose, because that's how her voice sounds. She's like, I'm a goose. Gooses are very menacing animals, all right? And I don't trust people who whisper. I actually, though, didn't realize what her speaking voice sounded like. I'm going to play you some audio from her and Benny on the Today Show. This is a hairy man, okay? This is a very hairy man. And his forearms are about the size of mine. I have a lot of things to say. None of them are nice.
Congrats on the engagement as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a really fun year. Very busy, but fun.
I mean, you guys have worked together in the past, but was it different this time since you're newly engaged, working on an album together? Was the dynamic different?
Yeah, I get to kiss her at the end of the night. What do you mean? It's way different.
I think it was, I probably hadn't seen you in a couple of years, and then he came into the studio, and I don't know, I believe in timing.
I don't know, I believe in timing. He came into the studio, it had been a couple of years.
Is this what she sounds like? Do you have any idea what an upgrade the whisper goose impression is?
From the reality of, I don't know, and like her mouth doesn't really move.
And him, and I'm using that pronoun pretty fucking lightly, pretty loosely here. If he wasn't so poorly groomed, I would believe this man to be gay. because I've seen videos of him talking and it's very like, it's diva. It's giving Maxinista. It's giving some vibes, okay? But again, if he had 2 discernible eyebrows, that maybe this is why he's so unkempt, because it's real secrety like. I don't know, dude. Again, like, she's found the love she deserves. Good for her. She seems reasonably stable in this lavender marriage. Whatever. Let's just, for the purposes of this video, pretend that I'm not noticing what I'm noticing, okay? Let's just, yeah, fuck it. Let's pretend it. That these are 2 happy and straight people. I don't know, dude. There's just something very... I wouldn't want to be stuck in an elevator with either one of these motherfuckers. Probably I would go with Benny because he could like sing me a song and she would just talk in this weird voice. Yeah, it's been a weird year. It's like monotone, but high. It's like a high monotone. If she sends her friends voice notes, are they just like, fuck, 7 minutes? Just get it over with, get it over with, get it over. Just play.
Hey, so, hey, sorry, let me just start this over. Okay, never mind. What is this guy doing? Is he merging on the freeway? Oh my God. Okay, anyway, I made the reservations for brunch. I follow restraining order. That's what I do.
So evidently, she said,
Guilty as charged. I said I love you first.
she told Benny Blanco, that like hurts my throat. She told Benny Blanco, I love you first. I love you first. Now, is this a good idea? No. No. Let's just cut to the fucking chase. This is not best practices. And let me say also up front, because you might be like, well, I don't know if this applies to me because I'm not like in a relationship where we're about to say I love you. Let's look at this in broad strokes. So this isn't just about the actual ILY. Yes, that's the most concrete example. But let's just also have this encompass being the first one to gush about how you feel in a relationship or with a guy. Like, hey, I really like you and I see a big future with you. Let's put that in that category also, okay? To a lesser degree, but I think like if you have a habit, maybe you've never said I love you first, but you're like, yeah, no, I am usually the one telling them how I feel and like I'm trying to make them feel comfortable and feel safe. Now hold on a second, okay? I guarantee you, I'm gonna see in the comments, well, Shallon, I told my boyfriend I love you first and we've been together for 3 years. Cool, I don't want your boyfriend. I don't want your boyfriend. I don't want your dynamic. I don't want your man. That is great if that works for you. Great for Selena that whatever this is working for her. That is not what I want. I want to be baby girl. I want to be with daddy. Baby girl doesn't go out on the emotional risky limb so that daddy doesn't have to. That is not the definition of those roles. Wait, can we TO for a second? Because I need to talk about the movie Baby Girl. We're going to get back to this. Did you guys watch this movie? Can I just be on my bullshit and be super mean right now? We have got to stop casting Nicole Kidman in these MILF roles. She's 57. You know in Baby Girl, her character was supposed to be 49? Do you know who actually is just about 49? Michelle Monaghan, who is in White Lotus. These 2 women do not look, this is not one-to-one. Michelle Monaghan in that role, it's like, yeah, a guy in his like early 20s, 100% would go for her. Nicole, like, she's a very pretty woman, but she has done shit to her face that I'm like, she's got this really heavy, like, lower face that's like filler, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. It's like not natural to watch, and I don't want to, it's just odd. It's odd. It's odd. And okay, I did like that movie because I understand the powerful woman who wants to be submissive. We get it. I don't understand the humiliation kink, though. Like, that, to me, those are like worlds apart. Like, worlds apart. Like, I want to be dominated. But I don't want to, like, eat dog food or, like, pick up shards of a cup that someone broke on purpose. I mean, fucking pick it up yourself. Like, I don't... But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. What is the male version of a dominatrix? A dominator? Dominato? Dominatio? I think it's a dominator. Yeah, I don't know, but like Humiliation King, don't get it. Don't get it. I also don't understand how she was faking it for 20 years with her husband. Sorry if I'm spoiling the movie, but like, girl, come on. And how dare you cheat on Antonio Banderas with that smooth voice? Darling, baby, I make plays. I bring things to life on the stage. Like I'll fake anything you want. Just please keep talking to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, okay, back to Benny and Selena. Yeah, I don't want your man. If you've said I love you first and that's going great, that's cool. That's not the dynamic I want. And listen, I've got experience with this. The first person who, like my first real, like, love, my college boyfriend, I said I love you first. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that because and I know that he loved me, but there was a hesitancy about him because he was like super Christian and I took his virginity. We were like 21 or so, we wasn't like 15. I took his virginity. And so it's like, I already felt, I don't want to say without the power, because it's not a power dynamic. I already felt like a little unsure of his. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. I guess the word might be guilt. Is that what that emotion is? I don't know. But to be the one to say I love you first, it was the chance. I robbed myself of the chance for that man to prove he wanted to be there. And he didn't view me as some like Jezebel who corrupted him. But I was so desperate to get that confirmation that I forced it. I said it first. I didn't say it at an inappropriate time. I didn't say it second date. It was the time, and the timeline was perfectly appropriate, which makes it even more fucked up that I was the one to say it. The timeline was fine. If I'd given it another week, he probably would have said it. I bet if I'd given it literally another hour, he would have said it. But I was impatient. Why? Because I was insecure. Well, Shallon, that's not why I said it first. It's because I felt it. You're insecure. I wasn't. I was very in touch with my feelings and I said it first. Okay, sure. Let's pull on that thread. That's what I told myself too. Do you think at the time I was like, well, I was super insecure, you guys, told Ryan I loved him. Ooh. I didn't say that. It was, I felt it and it just came out. The time seemed right. Okay, if the time is so right, let's break this down. If the time is so right that the vibes are there, it's just like, it's gonna come out, then ostensibly, he is feeling the exact same vibes, correct? Because that's a whole construct that you're making that, oh my God, this environment, this time, it was all perfect. So that means he deemed it as perfect as well. And so therefore, he couldn't say it and you had to? The math ain't mathin'. If all the vibes were perfect, then the vibe was perfect for him to do that work. But we're going to touch on that in a minute. Let's just stay with, I felt it. I felt it and I wanted to say it. When I look back on that time in my life and the sort of I love you first vibes that even after that relationship that I was carrying through my 20s, which was I'd ask a guy out. I would, I would make the reservations if he didn't have time. When I was bringing my masculine energy and closing the gap between where a man needed to be in order to please me and be at my level, I was closing the gap between where he was and where he should be. I'll do that. Because I feel it. I feel like I wanted to ask him out. I feel like I wanted to say I love you. Guess the fuck what I was doing in all the other categories of my life? The same thing. Well, I feel like eating that. Well, I feel like having another shot. Well, I feel like buying all this stuff I can't afford. I feel like crying at work. I feel like popping off to my boss. I feel like scorching earth with my roommate over peanut butter. I feel like it. With respect, I love you. I love you so much. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Do you know, I have something in my life that I love beyond measure. And he blindly follows his feelings. I feel like doing this, so I'm going to do it. Do you know who that is? It is my dog. it's cowboy. He wants to lick his weenus in public. This is going to be a weenus licking. Watch out. He wants to poop in front of people. He's going to do that. He wants to chase this thing, howl at this, poke his little snout in someone's crotch. That's what he's going to do because he feels like it. Because he feels like it. When we are simply doing something, well, I feel like it, we are reactive. We are not proactive. We are feeling something. Oh, I got to take action. I have to do action. I mean, I feel it. So why would I feel it if I'm not supposed to act on it? Okay? I wouldn't have this feeling in my heart if I wasn't supposed to do something with it, right? Again, fuck your feelings. We are not animals. And that's how animals react. Okay, you're like, well, I say this, I'm doing this wonderful thing, telling a guy I love him because it's what's in my heart. That's one end of the spectrum. The spectrum of reactivity and animalistic behavior. You're over here on the positive end. Okay, what's over here? Prison. The United States penitentiary system, okay? People who I felt like taking that car. I felt like my wife was being disrespectful, so I felt like stabbing her. So let me get this straight. You think that you can inhabit only one part of a spectrum. That's not how it works. That's literally not Newtonian physics, which says for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction that's probably coming down the pipeline sooner rather than later. Am I saying you're going to stab your boyfriend in the neck? No. But when I look at myself, when I was in this little place, I had a horrible temper. I was not self-regulated. I was quick to anger. I was quick to have sex. I was quick to laugh. I was quick to cry. I was quick, reactive. And I told myself it's because my brain works faster than everyone. This is not me being an animal. This is me being evolved. I'm not an animal. I'm not base. No. I am up here. I feel things bigger. I process things faster. I want things more. I'm a passionate person. And you know what I got out of that? Debt, fat, bad relationships, torpedoed friendships, fractured tension at work. But sure, I'm just super elite, right? Okay. I'm just better than everyone else. Those people who can exercise some patience and self-control, ooh, they were up going to SoulCycle. They had money in savings. They got married. My point is, I bet, I could be wrong. There's exceptions to every rule. Every line of thought has an outlier. It's a bell curve. Everything in this world is a bell curve. There's people on either end, right? I bet if you have said I love you to more than one man first, then you might have saw yourself in some of the stuff I was just saying, okay? And you might want to push back on that. And your pushback is probably something I've heard before, and it's along the lines of, you just sound so anti-feminist. Women should be able to do whatever they want. Yeah, of course, no shit. I'm not lobbying to make this illegal or to put you in a different tax rate if you do it. What I'm about is outcomes. And then, back then, when I was saying the I love yous first, I might have said, yeah, of course I want good outcomes in my life. Of course I want to save money and lose weight and ascend the ladder and have good relationships. But based on the outcomes, based on my behavior, no, that was actually a much secondary goal, distantly trailing the primary goal, which was scratch whatever itch comes up. Buy it, eat it, fuck it, say it. That actually, when I look at how I was behaving, that's what I was primarily trending towards. You want to dress that up as feminism? Go the fuck ahead. Do whatever you want. Like, I don't care. It's not my circus, not my monkey. I am trying to help you be what the truly elite people are, which is goal-oriented. And that goal, we know if it's losing weight, it means I'm not ordering that. I'm not staying out like that. I'm going to bed and not binging 3 seasons of White Lotus because I got to get up early in the morning for Rumble. It means whatever I feel like doing right now isn't actually an indicator that, oh my God, I have to follow it. I am instead activating my sage brain that's saying, I'm going to have a million different feelings all day. I'm going to have an urge to pee while I'm driving down the freeway. Am I going to pee in my car? Am I just going to pee my pants? No. So you are already well versed with this concept of I feel something, but I'm going to hold off. I have this urge, but I'm not going to do it. You ever wanted to kick a police officer in the shins when he pulled you over? Have you done it? No, you probably have not. Because you're like, there's a consequence there. And we have to apply that same cause and effect strategy. What's our ultimate goal here? Not to have a Tahoe full of urine, not to be incarcerated. Let's broaden this out to our relationships. Because you know what, girl? I realized if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep getting what I'm getting. And I can say, it's the guys. Well, he was just afraid and he was this. I can't control other people. I can control myself though. So let's talk about the psychology behind saying I love you. I'm dating now. And one thing I have learned being like back on the market and meeting like really amazing people, like an incredibly emotionally intelligent man that I'm dating who is teaching me a lot. He's extremely regimented. He is up at 4:45, 5 in the morning, right? His day is like boom, 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 boom. He doesn't drink during the week. He doesn't eat this. He won't do this. Instead, he's doing this. He's doing that. Like alpha male, incredibly successful, incredibly ambitious, incredibly hot, right? And one thing I have learned sort of by watching this is like men are hardwired for difficulty. We know that they're hunters. We know that, right? But they're also hardwired to not know things. And I was talking about this in the Shallontrage. We as women, the number one thing we need and crave from men is safety. Now, the big, like the blunt version of this is he can murder anyone who tries to hurt me and the family, right? He can provide food and shelter. That's like caveman brain. We dial that up. And the very tippy top of that pyramid, that hierarchy of needs in terms of safety is clarity. A man makes me feel safe when he gives me clarity. Here's how I feel about you. I am clear with when I want to see you. I'm clear about where I'm going to take you. I'm clear about following up. You know, we feel really good. We feel really good about that. Here is a huge fundamental difference between men and women. Men associate clarity with completion. Clarity is completion. Okay, that challenge is done. I got her. What's the next challenge? What's the next challenge? Girl, I don't know why. You know, it's nuts. Because they're warriors and they're hunters. They're warriors and they're hunters. And so for them, they live these difficulty-based, challenge-based lives, okay? How does this relate to saying I love you first? If you are like, and here's how I feel, and here's how I feel, and I want to have babies, they're like, okay, that's very, bing, clear. And it's not like, you might be saying, okay, so hold on, I'm supposed to pretend I don't see a future with this person? No. And so are you saying that if he says I love you and I say it back, then what am I just kicking the can down the road? He's going to be like, oh, I got her. Fuck you. No. It's different when they are leading the charge, okay? It's different when they're leading the charge. When they are, for lack of a better word, frustrated, they don't know that they've like got you on lock. They don't know if other guys are circling. I mean, they don't think so. But hey, you're a hot little commodity. They do not want to risk you getting away. They don't want to risk another man coming along and saying what they did not, and off she goes. So they are going to overcome their nerves, swallow their pride, whatever the obstacle might be, the childhood trauma, whatever, and they are going to express to you how they feel in no uncertain terms. Okay? And if he's not, you have got to stop making excuses for himself. You know what I realized looking back? Like, I was always making excuses and apologies for guys who almost never once bothered to apologize themselves. Hey, I'm so sorry I'm treating you like this. It's because my mom was mean to me when I was a kid. I've never heard that once. I say it. Oh, here's why he's being mean to me. It's because his mom was mean to him as a kid. Oh, like it's that Sabrina Carpenter song, Lie to Girls. If she likes you, you don't need to lie to her. She'll lie to herself. Yeah, she'll turn red flags into a wedding. We will do that. We will do that. If he is not saying, I love you, there's a reason. He might not love you. Or he might not feel the need to go out on that risky limb and say it and hear you say it back and lock you down because he doesn't actually believe, consciously or unconsciously, that you're going to go anywhere. Maybe you're already giving wife and you're barely a girlfriend. Been there too. And you might be saying, no, I know he loves me. It's that he's scared. Okay, thank you for walking right into this. What did we just talk about that I'm sure you agreed with when I said it, that men are supposed to provide for us? Safety? Is it safety? Okay, so you're telling me that that you love this man who is too scared to have a conversation, but yet you are also simultaneously telling yourself that he is providing you with safety, which justifies the love, which justifies you going out on that limb and telling him that? What the fuck are you talking about? This math is not mathing. This isn't it. This isn't it. If he's too scared to say I love you, this man is not giving you safety. This man is not manning. This man is not manning. And listen, this could be a matter of you guys have different timelines. Let's talk about that because we've got some science to back this up. So a study out of Stanford, I wrote notes, showed that men are actually more idealistic in love. Men are more idealistic. They have more fairy tale brain. I think, and the researchers didn't discover this, but this is just my theory. I think because they're hurt differently or less. Like I think women, we're prey. We're prey animals. Men are hunters. Even the way our eyes are oriented, like men are not used to being hunted. They're not afraid of like getting raped, and like knocked up and everything. So they have the luxury of looking at love through rose-colored glasses, okay? Men think about saying I love you 6 weeks before women. Isn't that crazy? The study showed that across all people who participated in the study, the assumption was that women actually do say I love you first. But hold on. They assumed, everyone's like, yeah, women say I love you first. However, in practice, based on this data, the same people, that was not the case. In practice, men say it first. It's very interesting. So, and this is why this is such a paradox, because in your mind, and maybe in your partner's mind, it's like, yeah, the woman's going to say it first. But when it actually plays out, no, they don't. No, they don't. So men, even with that assumption, like, oh, a woman will say it first, she's more loving, they still, on some intrinsic behavioral level, know that's actually not the case. I will be saying it first. I will be saying it first. Okay? I'm sorry, I said this was a Stanford study. This is an MIT study in 2011. So we think women say it first, but they don't. Men do. Also, I just feel like I deserve. There are so few surprises in life. Like, I'm always sad when people are like, I'm having a girl and her due date is this exact day and we're doing the gender reveal and I've seen those creepy pictures in the room that looks like she's made of cheese. And it's like, I don't know, if I had a baby, I wouldn't want to find out what I'm having. There are just so few surprises. Or when people like, I know exactly the day I'm getting engaged and we picked out the ring together. Okay. I don't know, like to me I love a surprise. And when I dream about things, when I'm dating someone, I'm dreaming about like, when is the first time they're going to kiss me? Like, is it going to be in a parking lot? Like, where is it going to be? When he says, I love you, like, is it going to be like we've just hooked up and he's like looking in my eyes? Are we going to be like driving down the freeway laughing about something? And he's just like, I'm so in love with you. Like, I don't want to rob myself of that. There are so few moments like that in life where you just, I don't know, like that's what we dream about when we dream about love. We don't dream about all the things we're going to know. We actually, when you think about it, we're dreaming about what we don't know. We're dreaming about the surprises. And I don't want to take that away from myself, and I don't want to take it away from him. Like, can you imagine if a guy had like some beautiful thing planned to like tell you he loves you, and you're like, hey, Gary, I love you. Okay, say it back. And I think that when we say it first, that's the thing about it. Like when they say it back, it's like when I said it to my college boyfriend, he said it back, always, always, always. And we were together for years, always. In the back of my mind, it's like, did he only say it back because I said it? And you can make the argument, well, I don't want my boyfriend to think that. Oh, okay, martyrdom, okay. You would rather go against everyone's hardwiring here, say it first so he doesn't have to be in the uncomfies of, are you sure you mean it? Are you sure you mean it? That's not how men operate. That's how we operate. They do not, that clarity is not the thing that they're constantly chasing. That's what we're constantly chasing. Do not give him the thing that you value. And I did that for a lot of years, okay? Like just even taking something like love languages. If your love language is gifts and you love receiving gifts, I have a feeling you give gifts. And you might be dealing with a man who's like, what is this? Like, it could make him uncomfortable. He's just not oriented that way. His thing might be acts of service. It's usually touch, right? They just all want blowjobs. But if you're like giving him like oven mitts and he's like, the fuck? Stop giving him oven mitts. Stop giving him gifts. Listen to what it is he wants. And I think this is where modern dating has just shit the bed, is because we are all coming at the opposite sex from the lens of, well, that's what I would want. He doesn't want that. If you want to date someone who wants exactly the same things you want in the same way, you need to date someone of your same gender. Right? If you are a woman and you want to date a man, you got to understand that like the languages are different. The needs are different. That's kind of the point, right? But when I'm looking back, again, when I was in this phase of animalistic reaction, saying things first, doing too much in the relationship, I was also giving the gifts when that wasn't their language. Doing things, well, I would like this. Okay. I was not really coming from a place of, well, what does he want? Because what I was looking for was not actually a partnership, like a half of a whole, right? A complementary angle. I was looking for a mirror. I need you to reflect me back precisely because I'm insecure and I need the validation. So if you have needs that are different than mine, then I'm not gonna be okay. I need you to like copy paste who I am, because then I'm validated with who I am. Because oh my God, there's another one of me out there. I struggle with this still. But like I struggle with like needing someone to like be interested in the same things and do and think the same way. And it's in, you know, the new relationship, it's like, we're not doing this. No. He's got his way of doing things. He has his way of looking at the world. He has his things that he's valuing and with his currency. And my job is actually not to change that or make him see that my way is better. Who the fuck says my way is better? That's different strokes for different folks. And if I am so gassed up that, well, I need it to be exactly how I need it to be, what I need to be is not in a relationship. I need to be working on myself so that I'm like, yeah, these are my needs. They don't have to be yours. I would like for you to meet my needs, but I'm not going to force you to do everything my way. So what if you've already said I love you first? Okay. All is not lost. All is not lost. Like I said I love you to my boyfriend in college. We dated for 2 more years. I mean, and when we broke up, it's because I moved to New York. Like it had nothing to do with that. It was a thing that always stuck in my mind though. It was a thing that always stuck in my mind. And you know what? Let me just rant about one more thing. I bet you wouldn't propose, would you? If you would, I don't even know what to tell. I want to put you in a sack and take you out to the desert and deprogram you. I don't know what has happened, but don't fucking do that, okay? Do not do that. And you're probably thinking, girl, I wouldn't. But I would say I love you first. Okay, what's the difference though? Well, I mean, proposal is like a grand gesture. You don't think saying I love you is a grand gesture? Well, it is, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like the man should be the one to do that for a woman. Like if you try to unpack this and justify this in your mind, you're going to hit a wall of logic, like question number 2. Like getting up Occam's razor, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And so the question is, why is one okay and the other isn't? And I bet you, if you're being real deal Holyfield with yourself, it's, well, I have to say it now because I'm insecure. Because maybe I'm not insecure, but I have this feeling rattling around inside myself and bleh, I need to get it out. Okay, yes, I used to be there. And again, if I pull back and if I look at everything else I was doing in my life, I wasn't staying home on a Saturday night. I fucking couldn't. If I thought a friend was mad at me or there was a weird text, I was like, I couldn't let it lie. I could not sit with my feelings. I had no coping mechanisms to self-regulate and sit with a feeling, even a good one. Even a good one. I couldn't sit with a good one. I was like, I had to act all the time. I just had these emotional ants in my pants all the time. You know what helps with that? Working out, meditation, mindset work, journaling, all this shit that you see. I know, it's all the things. And when I started doing those things, I was like, oh, yeah. So it's almost like everything that they were suggesting works. Okay. Yeah, it's almost as though everything people have been suggesting for, I don't know, centuries is actually right. And my work, if you're in the Shallon entourage, you have watched me do this. You have been on this journey with me. I hate that word, but you know, of like sitting in it. Sitting in it. One huge thing I would do when I was feeling some type of way is I would travel. I get on a flight. I mean, when I say I'm a runner, I am a fucking runner. Okay? I will go to Paris with you. But like, I will get on a flight. Fuck this. I'm not sitting. Fuck it. And so when I would have a broken heart, it would be very challenging for me to not just flee, get in the car, get on a plane, whatever, bye. I forced myself to like sit in it, to embrace the suck and just see that like these feelings actually won't kill me. Your central nervous system is saying, yes, they will. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. Think about an alcoholic. And I know you're probably thinking, dude, these examples are so extreme. I'm literally just wanting to tell my boyfriend I love him. But this is the thing. This is symptomatic of a larger thing. As so many of our impulses are and so many of our emotions, what we talk about here, are emblematic of something larger. Think about an alcoholic. Oh, I've had a bad day. I gotta have a drink. What would you tell them? No, the fuck you don't. Well, no, I feel bad. You'd be like, you're gonna be all right. No, I won't. Yeah, you will. Go for a walk, play with your dog, organize the garage, like swing a hammer, go to CrossFit. This urge you have will not in fact kill you. Is it unpleasant? Yeah. But is it also finite? Yeah. And it becomes much shorter if you are trying to develop coping mechanisms. But if you're not, yeah, you're probably gonna feel like this 10 minutes from now. And that's what I was doing. I was like, white knuckling it through all the like impulses in my life, but never really developing like the tools to deal with it. Like that's not the advice you give to an alcoholic, just fucking white knuckle it. It's, you need to go to therapy, you need to meditate, you need to work out, you need to journal, you need to come to terms with trauma. There's like boom, 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 boom. But then when it's a positive impulse, because remember, this is a spectrum. There's the negative ones, I'm gonna stab someone, and there's a positive one, I'm gonna suck their dick and I'm gonna tell them I love them. We don't like to think, it's like, well, I shouldn't have to like come up with coping mechanisms to deal with the urge to tell my boyfriend I love him. You're right. If you say that, he's probably not going to be like, bleh. He might. And you are not the one around here who should be dealing with that. Fuck, what if he rejects me? That's for a man to do because they like that shit. They do tough mutters. They live for this kind of risk. They do. They love it. We fundamentally don't. I don't know why they do. Who cares? They do. Just accept it. We don't. So you're robbing him of his purpose as a male while continuously stimulating that animal brain of yours. And you're going to try to tell me that, no, this is a good thing. You're not a feminist. I am the feminist because I want us to be our perfect, authentic, aligned selves. And robbing a man of his purpose and robbing yourself of the opportunity to develop coping mechanisms, ain't it? Ain't it? Come the fuck at me with any sort of anti-feminist rhetoric, whatever. If you deem feminism as animalistic, responsive, reactive behavior, then no, I guess I'm not a feminist. Okay? Whatever. But yeah, let's say you've already said I love you first. Let's say you've already said it. Okay, we're going to go back to this study from MIT. So in a short-term situation, men are happy that you've said it first. Why? Because they know sex is coming. They know that if you're being effusive, and listen, I should have said this at the beginning. I think we can categorize more things under this umbrella of like, don't do this behavior, beyond just the actual I love you. It can be like, hey, I really like you and I see such a future with you. It's that, okay? When you say that, when you're the effusive one, when you're chasing and doing all these things, a guy who's just out for something short term, he's psyched. He's gonna be like, I love you too. It's not gonna suck itself. Like, he's gonna be fine with that. He's gonna be fine with it, you know? There's no skin off his back. If it's in a long-term relationship though, like he does love you back, yeah, he's still gonna be happy because now he is going to be confident about your investment. Well, Shallon, see, he's gonna be happy. Fuck him, fuck his happiness. What about your safety? He's happy. Do you feel safe? He's happy. You've put yourself on an emotional risky limb, denied his hardwiring. You're like, but it's not a denial of his hardwiring because he's happy. My dog's happy when he poops in the living room. He's psyched, he doesn't care. He's happy when he pulls a rotisserie chicken carcass off the counter. Okay? What's the long-term situation? And you know what? I'm just going to take it back to, I don't want that man. I don't want that man who's happy that I am doing the emotional heavy lifting. I don't want a man who's happy that I am bearing my soul with no provocation from him. I don't want that. I don't want that man. And hey, you know what? Someone's got to date him. Someone's got to fuck Benny Blanco. It ain't going to be me. It ain't going to be me. No thanks. Those forearms, miss me with that. Bet he can't even choke you out. What is the point? What is the point? Okay. What do you guys have to say about this? I'm sure we have representation on both sides of this argument. I know that we can have like a good, interesting discourse about this. And have you said I love you first and then gone on and not said it first? That's my situation. Like, I've only said it first once and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Even though it didn't turn out bad. I was like, I just don't like how this feels. This is not the baby girl experience that I wanted. This isn't, this isn't how I imagined it. This isn't how I imagined it. And I knew I could have held out. And I believe in giving people enough rope to hang yourselves. I believe in being able to have the guts to read the writing on the wall. If he's not saying it within like a decent amount of time, maybe there's a reason. Let me know what you guys have to say. Like I said, join me in Paris. We got payment plans. It's the last week to book. And join me in the Shallontrage. If you want more deep dives like this, we do 5 awesome videos a week. I tell you all about my dating life. A lot of story times, all about my enemies. I name names, I show pictures, fuck them. I love you girls. Links to everything down below, and I will see you next time.